days and 40 nights.
So hey guys, Rev Moses back again to talk about another Lenten challenge. And today I have another item. It was brought to me by my son Benjamin. He said he had an idea for one after seeing his sisters, and not to be outdone, he wanted to add another item to the collection. And again, I invite you all, send me a picture of one of your favorite things. It could be a book, a toy, something else, maybe something you saw outside, but it could be just something that makes you think, that would challenge me to think of something to say. So today he brought me this. Okay, now, for those of you who know Reverend Jeff out in Windsor Bishop Falls, this is kind of one of his favorite things. This is sort of his thing. He's a big fan. But this is a robot T-Rex, which transforms. For those of you who don't know, it does this, watch. So, you turn this, and you flip that, and you take this out, and there's a helmet, and there's also arms that would go on here, and this is something that goes on his back, like that. And it's a whole thing. Ta-da! And there he is. He's a robot, as well as a T-Rex. This is called a Tyrannosaur from the Power Rangers. So this is one of Benjamin's favorites, actually. And this is what he gave me to talk about. So I have to think of something biblical or scriptural that I can talk about using this. Okay, so, Now I don't have to use the scriptures for this week. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start the clock, and I think I know what I'm going to talk about. In the Bible, there are a lot of characters and people that God calls upon in the run of his whole time reaching out to those who he needs in leadership. And he calls to them in many different ways. But in some cases, they might not have started out as the best candidate or somebody who you wouldn't think would be the best candidate. I'll give an example of Paul. Paul was a guy who wrote a lot of letters, and he was the one who really started the movement of Christianity after Jesus died and was resurrected and then went on and was ascended into heaven. He was like a really big PR guy, but he didn't start that way. He started as a guy named Saul. That was his original name. And when he was Saul, he went around and he actually hated Christians. He was a Jewish man. He was a lawyer. He was a scholar. He was important and rich. And he went around and he caused trouble for the newly Christian church. Then he had a transformation. He had a moment on the road to Damascus, where on that road he discovered that Christ reached out to him. Jesus appeared before him in a vision, and he had a change of heart. He transformed from a persecutor of Christians to somebody who almost publicized for them. And it's kind of like this, because the Power Rangers, and this Zord in particular, it may look like a T-Rex when it's transformed, but it turns into a great big robot man, basically, who fights against evil instead of causing it. Like most times you think of a T-Rex, it was one of those big things that would go around and eat people and well, not people, obviously. There were no people around during dinosaur times, but the point is that he would be going around as a big old roar kind of a thing. Whereas in this case, it changes from that into somebody who saves. And that's something that kind of happened to Paul. In his lifetime, he went from somebody who caused trouble to somebody who saved lives. And in a similar way, that's this. And in a lot of the ways, when God calls upon people to be a part of his mission, a part of his going out to save lives, sometimes a little change in their life can happen. From your baptism to now, sometimes there are changes that happen. And because of the guidance we take from God, it could be for the better. All right. Oh dear, minute nothing. Look. 2:36. Good gravy. I gotta really get this down. But anyway, so keep sending me some suggestions. Keep thinking of keep thinking of questions, guys. And whatever else you come up with, I hope you pray safe. I hope you stay safe. And until next time or tomorrow, God bless, and I'll see you then. Bye.